Rashad, why you
Anyway,
didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
Trump lit.
What's up, Rashad?
Yeah.
What it do, boy?
We walking around the world.
Zam, baby. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs, man. We'll get right into it. I won't waste your time. So as you guys see, first things first, man. Angel Reese ain't writing back. Angel Reese is continuing her entire kind of just put some respect on my name tour and things of that sort. And so that's what she did today. I believe she had what did she have at halftime? She had it was something crazy. Hold on, I posted about it. But she had at halftime, Angel had 15. She had 15 and 9 at halftime, bro. She had 15 points and 9 rebounds, just dominant. Doing it from all levels of the court, bringing the ball up. Of course, point forward was something that we saw that, obviously Coach Tyler Marsh was going to put her in the action. She was going to put her in the preseason and things of that sort. But, it's kind of something they shied away a little bit from because she struggled with it at the beginning of the regular season. But now she's really starting to come along. Feels like they found the actions to get her the ball at. And she credited Rival for that, to get back in that point forward mode, as opposed to the post up role that she was playing as a rookie and things of that sort. But get her kind of coming down on that wing in transition, get her the ball, maybe on a curl, maybe on a handoff, and then kind of get her going downhill, get her a little momentum. And from there, she can do an array of things. She can either drive all the way to the basket. She can kind of, hesitate. What we see a lot, what she's doing right now is hesitating at the mid range. And she can either, hit you with that midi pull up, side step at the mid range, or she can go hezzy and then keep going. The hezzy freezes you, and then now she has the advantage going to the basket. So, we just seen all of these things from her. She's really in her bag offensively. Defensively, you already know what she brings to the table. One of the better defenders in the league, always has been. And the rebounds, bro. Generational rebounding, but you pair that with the offense that you saw a lot her rookie season, but the way she's scoring now is a lot of the stuff that we saw from her in high school and at LSU, kind of running that once again point forward role and things of that sort is what she grew up playing. And you can tell she's much more comfortable in that role as an undersized big, because she is undersized at the end of the day. It says B, what happening? But that's just something that I'm seeing from her game. I love to see it. And I think it's not only great for her, but it's great advertisement for the Unrivaled League and things of that sort, for her to, hey, Biggs, if you want to work on your versatility in your game and transition basketball, this is the perfect league to do that. 3-on-3 basketball, you're forced to run. You're forced to exercise those other skills and parts of your game. Alyssa Peely was cut after this game, and Mark Schindler, he said something like teams have to cut the cap, so they had to because of a deadline and things of that sort that's coming up. Hold on, let me pull up the exact tweet from Mark himself. Shout out to Mark Schindler, by the way. Someone please hire that man. He is the best, literally the best. He is that guy. And I hope he gets hired soon somewhere. But he said all contracts in the league are guaranteed for the rest of the season tomorrow, just before the midpoint of the season. Assume we see a few teams make similar moves today to keep as much flexibility as possible to make moves for the rest of the season, so they're not hard cap. So there it is. Today is the last day before the middle of the season. So you have to kind of, if you're going to make your cuts, you got to make them right now. The human aspect sucks no matter how you slice it. Getting waived isn't fun. Hopefully for Alyssa, she finds her footing in the future and keeps expanding her game as the league does the same. And, Alyssa, she was playing in Athletes Unlimited, the other offseason league and stuff like that. I was a fan of hers coming out of college at Utah. I just really liked her game and stuff like that. So It'll be interesting to see where she sticks. She didn't get much playing time as a rookie last season, and I guess this season has been something of a similar story. But she can ball, she can hoop, as everybody knows who watches her. So, best of luck to her. We look here. Fee got abused defensively by Angel Reese, but however, on offense, she still got hers 26, 8, and 5. That's just MVP type of stuff. And she's doing this on a consistent basis, night in and night out. You look at some of the other people that are in the MVP conversation, like Alicia Gray over in Atlanta, before Atlanta kind of went on the skid. And sometimes offensively, some nights, Leash, she is like, okay, is she taking the night out? It's a little more quiet for Leash offensively. And Fee is consistent 25, 26, 20 plus points offensively and things of that sort. And in the other marks of 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and things of that nature. Courtney Williams, 13, 8, and 8. Those kind of common stat lines are the reason why she was voted an all-star, in addition to being on the best team in the league right now. But best team in the league falls. Kayla McBride, she took a hard spill at the end of the game. She had 33 points. 17 points in 33 minutes. There was that. And then on the Chicago side of things, of course, Twin Towers, 17 and 15 for Camila Cardoso. She really took over in the second half, and Angel Reese had the first half. Once again, like I said, she had 15 and 9 going into halftime and ended up with 19 and 11 and 4. Just playing, she's playing really well. Her confidence is at a really, really high. And people just need to continue, just like 520 and Jeff Teague and all those, and Gilbert Arenas and all those talking heads who were being disrespectful to Angel Reese because they didn't watch the actual games. It's one thing if you know what I'm saying? If you see the games and you see her shooting percentage and you see where she's shooting from the floor and you're like, okay, she's not shooting well. She's not that good offensively. It's one thing if you say that. It's a whole nother thing if you just don't watch the games and you just look at the box score and you're like, oh, she's trash. And then you see the little low lights of her missing layups because fans of a certain demographic or a certain person, Caitlin Clark fans on the other side are like, she's trash. She doesn't even deserve to be in the league. Meanwhile, Caitlin is the best player to ever touch a basketball. Like, because of that, people have drawn these lazy narratives on Angel. I'm like, I want you guys to watch the games because she did this for a elongated stretch of time. Her rookie season, she literally had the WNBA record for most consecutive double doubles, and she was an all-star as a rookie. And people just was like, "Oh, no, is that?" And I was like, "That's not easy to do. What she accomplished her rookie season isn't easy to do. What are we talking about here?" And then she would like do stuff as a celebrity, like go to the Wild and Out thing, do a photo shoot, start a podcast, and people were just like, "Man." What did they say? They were just like, oh, she's not interested in basketball. She doesn't care about basketball. She doesn't do this. And it's like, what are you talking about? The girl literally, she uploads her workouts. They don't go as viral as the other stuff of her looking cute or whatever on TikTok, on Instagram, whatever the case might be. But she posted. How in the world can you say this girl doesn't care about basketball? And then she starts off slow offensively. Defensively, she was still one of the better players. But to see someone plays defense, you have to actually watch the games. Go figure. You have to actually watch the games to see someone plays defense, right? But people don't watch the games. They just run with the lazy narratives and watch the lowlights of her missing layups, and they're like, oh, she's trash. Okay, all right, whatever. And she gets off to a slow start offensively. And the offense finally picks up, and now it's crickets. It's crickets. It's crickets. Salute to Angel Reese. Big week for her, releasing her shoe, getting on the cover of NBA 2K26. Shout out to Angel Reese and just continuing to ball out. Her 15 point, 15 rebound streak ended this week, but it doesn't matter. Her double streak is still going. I believe it's probably at like 8 games now if we're starting at where her 15 point, 15 rebound streak started. If it started then we're at about 8 games in a row. And I think her record last season, I want to say, was about 14, 15 games. So, hey, a little bit after All-Star break, look for her to top what she did last season, her second season. So she's coming at them crazy. Ariel Atkins, you talk about scoring. That was the main thing that Chicago was missing at the beginning of the season. I said they needed Kennedy Carter to just come in and be a scorer. People were talking about the drama off the court. I was like, I don't care. Chicago's obviously missing a scorer. Going into the season, people asked me who's the scorer on the team. I said Ariel Atkins. And they said, oh, I don't know about Ariel. I said, she's an Olympian. She's an all-star. She should be the scorer for them this season. That was their big offseason acquisition from Unrivaled and everything like that. She should be the scorer. She hasn't really stepped up to the plate, to be honest, on a consistent basis. But this 27 points in 36 minutes is big. So shout out to Ariel Atkins. Banham, Big Mama, 12 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. That's what you need from your role players. Big E, Elizabeth Williams coming off the bench, 8 points. No rebounds. You need at least 1 rebound. I ain't gonna lie to you, Big E. And then the Twin Towers did what they had to do. Onion Rary, 7 rebounds, 4 points. She always shows up and gives effort and does what she needs to do, playing her role. So there's that. Tomorrow we have the big game of Indiana versus Dallas, the first matchup of a healthy Paige Beckers and a healthy Caitlin Clark. You guys know where I stand on that side of things. But in college, Caitlin got the best of her the last matchup in the Elite Eight. So, or that might have been the Final Four. I can't remember off top, but that might have been the Final Four. And we'll see. I think it was the Final Four. It was the Final Four. So we will see, because the Elite Eight was LSU. Elite Eight was LSU and Iowa. Iowa beat them. And then the Final Four was Iowa and UConn. And then they beat UConn with that controversial call on, who was it? I want to say the Seattle Storm guard set the screen. And, they call a moving screen right there. And Paige was getting the ball, and it was just chaos. So Iowa got the best. Caitlin Clark got the best of Paige last go around, but we'll see what happens this time. I'm very excited. Paige is really hitting her stride. Caitlin has been struggling all season, but especially since coming from injury, she really hasn't gotten a rhythm. So we'll see how that matchup goes. But that is the first game tomorrow. It will be on at 1 a.m. Eastern time, so 12 p.m. Central. And tune in, man. It's primetime television.
Rashad, why
anyway.
You didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.